Today, I'd like to share with you some reflections on the beautiful season of Advent. In the Catholic Church, Advent is not just a countdown to Christmas. It is a season rich with meaning, filled with hope, and alive with anticipation. The word Advent comes from the Latin adventus, which means coming or arrival. It reminds us of the dual focus of this season, the joyful anticipation of Christ's birth over 2,000 years ago in Bethlehem, and the hopeful preparation for his second coming in glory. Advent is about waiting, but not a passive waiting. It is a time of active preparation and transformation. Hope is the foundation of Advent. In a world often weighed down by darkness, this season invites us to turn our hearts to the promise of light. The prophet Isaiah proclaims, "The people who walked in darkness have seen a great light. Those who dwelt in a land of deep darkness, on them has light shone." This message of hope rings as true today as it did centuries ago. During Advent, we light the candles of the Advent wreath, one by one, week by week. Each flame reminds us that Christ, the light of the world, is coming to dispel the shadows of sin, fear, and despair. The growing light teaches us that no matter how long the night seems, dawn always breaks. This hope extends beyond our individual lives. It is a hope for a world redeemed, for a time when justice will roll down like waters, and peace will cover the earth like a blanket of snow. Advent also calls us to prepare our hearts. St. John the Baptist's voice echoes in this season. Prepare the way of the Lord, make straight his paths. How do we prepare? Not through frantic busyness or material concerns, but through reflection, prayer, and acts of love. The Church offers us this time to slow down and focus on what truly matters. It is a chance to examine our lives, to recognize where we have strayed, and to invite God to renew us. It is a time to deepen our relationships, with God, with our families, and with our communities. This preparation is not burdensome, but joyful. Think of how we prepare for a beloved guest. We clean our homes and arrange everything with care because we are excited about their arrival. In the same way, we prepare our hearts for Jesus, rejoicing that he is coming to dwell among us. A season of promise. Advent reminds us that God is faithful. From the moment of humanity's fall, God promised a Savior. That promise was fulfilled in the Incarnation, when the Word became flesh and dwelt among us. But God's promises do not end there. Advent teaches us that the story is not over. Christ will come again, and his kingdom will have no end. This promise gives meaning to our lives. It assures us that our struggles, our waiting, and even our sufferings are not in vain. God is with us, Emmanuel, and he is working all things for our good. An invitation to live Advent daily. As we journey through Advent, I encourage you to embrace its spirit fully. Each day, take a moment to reflect on the hope, peace, joy, and love that this season represents. Light a candle, pray a little more, give to someone in need, or simply sit in quiet gratitude for the gift of God's presence. Let us be people of hope in a world that desperately needs it. Let us prepare our hearts not just for Christmas Day, but for the coming of Christ into every moment of our lives. And let us trust in God's promises, knowing that his light will always overcome the darkness. In closing, Advent reminds us of a truth that is as ancient as it is new. God is coming. He comes in the past as a child in Bethlehem. He comes in the present through his grace and presence, and he will come in the future to make all things new. This is the meaning of Advent, a journey of hope, preparation, and promise. May this Advent season fill your hearts with peace and joy. May it inspire you to share that hope with others, and may it prepare you to receive Christ more fully into your life. So as we celebrate Advent in 2024, let's remember to slow down, to reflect on our faith, and to look forward to the celebration of Christmas. And if you have a special Advent tradition, we'd love to hear about it in the comments below.